Patware, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it, buddy. I hope your stream was fun. Horse, thanks for gifting Patware. We'll get started here in a second. I had to go get water, both for the paint and for me. Okay. Let's make sure that everything is working before I swap over. Looks good. So here we are. I know I said last week that I'd start making my bed, but today we failed, so that's how it is. We stayed up too late, all hanging out, and I slept in too late, and the bed it wasn't happening. Because making your bed goes in hand with going to the gym. So what about now? What if I made it right now? I'm live on twitch.tv. It's fine. RuneScape Cocomelon, stop breaking. Stop breaking. I need to be fucking chopping them trees. There it is. Damn, man. It's like you just want to chop some damn trees. I'm 87.5 wood cutting. Really close to hitting 90, and then I get to climb up those big trees and cut those instead for about 100 hours. Fuck's sake. I've been chopping trees for so long. Am I good? Yeah. Chopping trees. Chopping trees. In RuneScape. In RuneScape. Hello, Mass Punch. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to talk about today. My hair looks okay. It's, freshly washed as normal. My glasses are not on my face. They're right here. Have I seen the Tileman series? Or a Tileman series? I've seen the Tileman series. I have the fucking U2s for Settled's McTile series. So there's that. That's the only U2s I own. Generally, I think U2s look really cheap and tacky. They're like only slightly above Funko Pops, but gotta support the boy. So Settled says limited edition U2s, and I said I will be there no matter what. Horus, thanks for gifting Lethe. Oh my god, Sparking Zero came out today. If you pre-ordered it. It came out 4 days early or something if you pre-ordered it. Can I put my hair in a ponytail yet? Like a really short one. Maybe. Really short. Yeah, I might have like an inch or 2 inches back here. Like really tiny. But, yeah. Time to get a headband? For what? I can see perfectly. Bro, get back to chopping the trees. Fuck. Okay, I mean, anyone else have anything we need to talk about? Still chopping them logs? Always, buddy. I need... Oh, let's open up the calculator. To hit level 90 with my current EXP bonuses, 4,210 more magic logs. It's not so bad. Remember when I needed 15,000? Remember? So, it's not so bad. Let's check my bank. How many do I have in there? I have 63.94 in the bank. Okay, maybe that is kind of bad. Our rat boys went to war and beat the Corn Bloodbound, 44-24. Dang, they kind of got clobbered. So I'm maybe like 60% of the way through my magics. I think it might go faster if I went to Maples, but the magic trees have a much higher chance of giving the beaver, so... Does that say breathing fund? Yeah, it's being alive fund. It costs money just to be alive. Student loan, car insurance, bills of other varieties. So that's to remind all you guys that I need to live if you want to keep seeing these. Because I can't stream if I am homeless. Yep. All the new Stormcasts come out on Saturday. That's exciting for pre-order, which means on the 26th they should be in retail stores. That's fun. Storm frauds? No. Surely not. Lost to a few rats? They did. As they should have. Mockery of Sigmar's name. Sigmar's kind of a jobber. He already lost once. Couldn't even save the world from Archaon. Okay, well, I don't really have anything else to say, and since you guys obviously have nothing to say at 5 p.m. on a Monday, I will swap over to painting, I guess. As usual, you guys let me down every time, huh? Terrible. Bruh, don't bruh me. I'm making breakfast? Nice. The pressure? Give podcast? Okay, well. We're the worst chat ever? Might be. I'm here for podcast. There is no podcast. Guys, I don't live an interesting life. I can't just talk to myself for 2.5 hours. There's nothing going on. Yeah, I slept in because I was up late watching Connor and Landon play Fall Guys. And then I watched Dwarf Fortress videos until I fell asleep. And then I woke up and I didn't eat because I wasn't hungry, and I'm still not for some reason. And oh, Lethy, thank you. Thank you, Lethy. Dwarf Fortress is one of those games that I want to learn. I think it's awful for streaming. I think it's the most boring game ever to watch. But I want to learn. Not that hard. I'll punch your teeth in, little pup. My phone bill keeps trying to go through, but I'm not letting it. So we're deflecting the phone bill until I have more money. Bro, Max learned the basics in a couple of days. Oh. You'd be shocked at the freaks that want to watch someone learn Door Fort. They're not in this chat. They're not in this chat. I streamed it once and it's okay. The problem is getting logged in and stop yapping. Yep. People would love Dwarf Fort. No, Tanner, just you. Just you. What if Jason did live coaching? That would be fun, but he would literally never want to do that. To stream it to Tanner? Yuck. Yuck. Okay, we're swapping over. I'm also a fraud and haven't launched the game in months. See? Fraud. Just like the Stormcast Eternals. The Woodcutting Guild was getting wild last night. People were talking about political affiliations, and let me tell you, the average RuneScaper is not too politically savvy. I guess we'll say that. I got too many games to play to get stuck on one. Can't relate. Someone said, for real, guys, name your political alignment. And I said, alignment? And he said, yup, everybody, we're going around in a circle. And I was just, there were some abhorrent things said. Bro, I'm just chopping trees. Political alignment? Yeah, that's the wording he used. And I think based on that wording, that kind of black and white wording, you can kind of assume what their alignment was. Okay, fuck it. We're just swapping. I have nothing else to say to you guys. Nothing else. Bye, Leafy. Thank you for the breathing fund. Yeah. They're not going to make it in the real world? They hate the real world. They play RuneScape. Real world is ass. Did I show you guys the Thanksgiving Warhammer miniature that they announced? No? Hold on, I'll see if I can find it. What makes it Thanksgiving? You'll see. Oh my god, it's actually saving as a JPEG? Thank god. It's not some fucking whack-ass format. Boop. Boop. There it is. Two rattling snipers. A rattling sniper team having some Thanksgiving feast. Look, they got a turkey and a pie and some sausages and some grenades. Yeah, that's fun. Wow, that's a fun little miniature. Very detailed mini, lots of fun little things. Maybe I'll get it when it comes out. They haven't really said exactly when that is, but it's fun. It's like a commemorative mini, so that's fun. RuneScape's beeping at me. Sorry, RuneScape, but it's kind of over for you because we're swapping over. Unless we... Yeah, we'll swap over. Fuck it. I'm trying to debate on whether I feel like pantsing on stream today, but I don't know what else I'll do. react? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I've been in a weird mood of late, so it's just interesting to stream. React to what? Exactly. I can only watch so much MRE, fucking MRE Steve. Low mind funger status effect, like literally. Tower of God season 2. I couldn't even finish season 1, Tanner. You like Tower of God? Have I found the depths of the React channel on the Discord? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. You can watch the dog show. That was unironically so fun. I'm thinking anime's back. Well, Tanner, I'm glad one of us still enjoys anime, man. I don't think Westminster's happening anymore, though. We got it right when the iron was hot last time. How are the dogs? They're fine. They're fine. Crosby's recovering well, and Nikki is a dog. I think the dog show stream is the happiest I've ever seen you, because I love dogs. My mom thinks I should work with dogs, but that's not the kind of love I have with dogs. I'm just passionate about dogs. But it's not like I want to be a vet or something, though. Fuck it, we're swapping over. That's it. Why am I tired all of a sudden? Turn on stream, sleepy time. Whatever. We're swapping over. Okay. As you can see, my desk is once again a mess. It wasn't, and then it was again. Okay. This chair, can you scooch? What are you getting caught on? It's a rug, man. You got wheels. Roll over that shit. For fuck's sake. Gotta make sure my chat is open. That's at least 4 paint jars? Yeah, that's at least 4. Gotta move all this shit out of the way so I can get to my Junji Ito guy who holds who holds up the phone. Oh, fuck. I'm knocking lots of shit over. Okay. Can't see. My hair fell down when I took my headset off. Can't see. Today I think we're gonna be painting Andrasta, or trying to. So, Andrasta, here she is. Yep. I've been slowly painting up some of the guys from the Dominion box. I painted 3 yesterday. I painted one of the Annihilators. He's very ancient. I got this guy in like 40 months ago, maybe. And here he is, painted up. He looks good. He was fun to paint. I liked painting him. So, he matches the other Stormcast we have. They're kind of plain from the back because they don't have a lot of stuff going on back there. But from the front, he looks cool. I like his big shield. I like his little lion plate armor. I like his hammer. Yeah, he was fun to do. And then I did 2 characters. I did the Knight Arcanum. She's one of like the Stormcast wizards. She was pretty fun. Lots of finicky details though, like the potions and scrolls and stuff. And I'm struggling with the white paint coming out chalky. No matter how much I thin it and layer it, it still comes out kind of chalky. But she's mostly okay. Yeah, she's just a little wizard. The Stormcast wizards have white face masks for some reason, so she has a white mask. I don't really know why, but they do. Is she bald? I mean, they're all wearing helmets. And then I did, what's this guy's name? He's like some kind of, I don't know. I don't remember what unit this guy is, if I'm being truly honest. He's some kind of like strategist or something, or chaplain. Yeah, he's got like a big like halo thing. He's got like a griffin pelt. He's got a big cape and like a robe and a big hammer and like this weird Proteus thing. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He was kind of annoying just because he has so much like detail and so many different textures and things, but he turned out pretty good. So those were the 3 ancient minis from the Dominion launch box that I painted yesterday night. Yeah, that's it. They look pretty good. So today we will be painting Andrasta to match those guys. I keep knocking over my fucking super glue. What is it? Accelerant, and I want to be careful with that stuff. Andrasta time. Oh, good God. Oh, first, all the paints. Be gone. Be gone. Get out of the camera. Be gone. Be gone now. That's enough. Enough playing around. So what's her lore? I literally don't know. I do not remember what her lore is. She's got wings. She's got no helmet, which pisses me the frick off. Our camera is in a really weird angle for some reason. We'll zoom out just a little. I need to... She's really tall. Up. That's a bit better. Yeah, she's all silver right now, so it's kind of hard to make out all the details, but we'll start blocking them in. You betcha we'll block them in, and it'll really be fun, so let's get started, I guess. She has a nice open pose, so it's not so bad. Smile. So we'll figure it out. We'll see what's going on. She has a really intricate base for some reason. It's got like a big tree, and there's like a weird like evil squirrel on it right here. I don't really know what that's about. Yeah, the base, it'll be fast. It's just graveyard, staircases, and like dark wood tree. But yeah, I guess we'll just go for it. I need to thin down. I think I'm gonna try something different with the wings to try to combat the chalkiness. I think I need to have smaller steps up. So like if I'm going from this dark silver to white, I think I need to have a smaller step between. I can't go straight to white. I need to do like dark silver to like dark brown or like dark tan, and then white after that, or even more, like then Wraithbone after that, you know? So we'll just make these brown first and see what the coverage is like. Luckily the feathers, again, they're not hard to reach. You just gotta do it. And we're just gonna kill them. Might take a minute though, because there's a lot of them. And obviously it's double-sided. But I do want her to have white wings, so this is definitely going to be the most labor-intensive part of the paint job, is just layering the wings, layering over and over and over. My guess is we will have to do 4 or 5 total coats on these wings before I'm okay with them. And I keep taking paint out of the pot and putting it in my palette where I have some thinner, so that we're not clogging them up too bad. It'll go faster the more coats we get, because the coverage won't matter as much. But for now, it's gonna take a while. I feel like my mic is far away, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't know why she has like actual wings, whereas like prosecutors have like fake wings. But like she just straight up has wings, you know? I'm not really sure what that's about. She's more swagful? Perhaps. Perhaps. So the coverage on that wasn't so bad. For reference, this is Xandri Dust that I'm using for this first layer. Saint Celestine of Fantasy? Honestly, kind of. Some paint jobs for her do striped feathers like an eagle. Yeah, that would take 70 years. I like painting, but I'm more of an army painter than like a display painter, even though my models are only for display. So like I need to have it done before an inordinate amount of time. Like, she's not a giant model. I don't want to have to spend like 15 million years just on the wings. I respect people who paint like that, but I'm not someone who does. Need to add a little bit more water to some of the paint on my palette. It's getting a little too thick. Why do they come in the silver? I chose it. This is silver because I primed it that way. They're all gray out of the box, but I primed her silver because her armor will be silver, and that saves a ton of time that way. If I primed her in white, it would save me time on the wings, but then all of the armor details would have to be fiddled with, and they're really small and all over the place. The wings are at least easy to paint, even though it's going to be time consuming. Computer is over there huffing and puffing. I might have to close some stuff. It always gets mad when I stream and leave RuneScape open. It's not that RuneScape's that intensive, it's that OBS is like really stupid. Computers hate OBS. Power hungry beast? Yeah. It's not making any bad noises. I can just tell that it's heating up, and it's like there's no reason for that when I'm not doing anything on it. It's like, bro, relax, you know? It ain't that serious. We're painting and draw stuff. There's no need to be crazy. It's kind of hard to reach these back spots, but we'll make it. See, now I got too much water. You see that? How the paint, like, shrinks after it goes on? Gotta find the ratio. I'm still not very good at that. It's just something that takes a lot of time to learn. Every paint has a different consistency. Even there, it's almost still too much water. Supposed to add water? Speed paints? No, this isn't a speed paint. This is a layer paint. Speed paints are pre-thinned. But Xandri Dust is a full-bodied acrylic, so you want to thin it down or else it's too heavy. But like contrast paints and stuff, you don't really have to worry about that. You can thin them if you want to turn them into like glazes, but they're not. They're innately watery on purpose. This is kind of brutal. I know she'll look good when she's done, but dang. The wings are just so gigantic. Remember what it was like to paint Angron's wings? But we used speed paints for him, so it was a bit faster. Some of the Stalker minis kind of got hands. How so? The Bloodsucker got a whole corpse on the base. Yeah, just paint the corpse how you would paint any of the others. They got nooks and crannies galore. Yeah, that's always annoying. The more interesting a sculpt a model has, the more obnoxious it is to paint. And that's just the unfortunate truth. Like Andrasta really stands apart from the rest of the Stormcast by her posing and sculpt. But it's like, oh, but she has wings that have the surface area of like 5 models. So get to it, you know? I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know why I'm lower energy than normal and just not wanting... I don't know, I'm just not very enthused this week about streaming. I'm back to applying for jobs. We are at the point of unsustainability. Seasonal depression? Not really. Due to bad sleep? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just been difficult recently. But that's life. Peaks and valleys. I think having a job again will be good for me. This just isn't it. This isn't it. Need a hot new in session like No More Room in Hell 2? The hell is that? They made a 2? Yes, sir. Well, that's terrifying. A terrifying prospect that such a terrible game would get a second one. That it would be deserving of a sequel. Yeah, I don't know, but when I start working again, streams are probably gonna, like, really die. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever did this for money, but, like, if I'm working, there would be a lot less reason to do it. Because I would want to paint on my non-working time, like, in my mind palace, you know? Streaming as a hobby? I mean, but this is my hobby, not the streaming part, the painting part. And if I'm working, I'd want to share this less. Not because I don't want people to see it, but because I would have a lot less time to myself if I'm working, you know? Like, this is my mind palace. But yeah, I don't know. I needed to take a break from working for a while, but we're at the point where that's no longer something I get to choose to do. I was fortunate enough to be able to, but it's been like 10 months. It's about time. We tried, you know, we tried. And maybe that's why I'm bummed. Will I go back to streaming games? I'm not sure if I'll stream much at all. Probably just once I start working again, it'll be like when the mood hits. It'll probably be streaming games, yeah. Like it used to be. I just have to make peace with, you know, it's alright just to be a service worker and just paint your little minis. Because somebody's got to be a service worker, and it's no shame if that's you. The early days Darktide streams, yup. Or the early days, God, what else was there? The really late night Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty in months and months. They don't tell you that having this much free time, like, saps the enjoyment out of everything. I don't like playing games much anymore, because it's like, I have too much time to play them. Which is why I spend more and more time painting in my free time. It's just more fun. Maybe it's because it feels productive. I don't feel as much like a, I don't know. Having something structured day around work better, like a predictable work shift, yeah, I'd argue that works better for most people. Need to shake the paint, it's been open too long. My issue isn't necessarily with service work, it's just the pay. Service work is fine, I can do the work, it's just that it pays dog water. You know? But I'm not sure if I'm fit to work the jobs that are higher paying. I don't have like the grind set mental, you know? I just want to live my life. A peaceful little life. No more food service, I've done my time. I think I would rather die than work in a call center. I would rather go back to food service. No offense to people who work in a call center, but I have heard nothing but awful things about them. Wondering why I didn't go back to an electrician? It just wasn't my thing. I didn't vibe with the people there, I didn't vibe with the culture, and I wasn't like there to learn a craft. You know, I didn't care about the long term. I was there for a paycheck. I wasn't trying to become a tradesman, you know? I just don't have the content creator brain for this, I don't think. I'd rather just do what I want to do and have it magically work that way. turns out painting little minis in a tired voice is not something that most people want to see. It's alright. We'll make it. This streaming won't make it, but I'll make it. It's just hard to be loud equals funny when you're by yourself. Like, even if I played games, like what, am I supposed to be like a clown? I don't know, it's hard. It's easier when there's someone else to bounce off of. I kind of like the brown wings so far. We got good coverage. Which is what I wanted. We got nice, solid coverage. 2 thin coats, everybody. 2 thin coats. And I'm hoping that this way it will solve my chalky white problem. That equals funny is oversaturated? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still successful. And I get it, because loud does equal funny. I'm not saying those people are wrong for doing that kind of content. I just can't do it. It's just not for me as a producer of content. There's like a sprue tab. Where's my knife? Knife? There it is. Yeah, because loud does equal funny. Even if I'm playing privately with like Connor and Landon, we get loud because it's funny. Because loud is funny. It's just true. But yeah, it's time to go back out into the world. I'm not like agoraphobic, so at least there's that. Like, I'm not like stressing about having to go back to work. I just, I just needed a break. And was in a spot where I'm privileged enough to be able to. And now it's time for that to end, I think. We gave it a shot. And I guess it just had me down just a little bit. Because I just don't like not succeeding, but I've always been that way. Hoping that going up to tan from silver to white solves the problem. We'll find out. Because these are a really big canvas, so it'll be pretty obvious if they're chalky. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably still stream sometimes, but it's just like my motivation for streaming, is if I'm not monetarily dependent on it, like, really drops. Because, I always talk about how I paint more when I'm not streaming. It's like more fun for me when I'm not streaming because I get to like listen to something. I'm more productive, it's like more creative when I'm not streaming. Like, I enjoy sharing my hobby, but it doesn't have to be like this. Because, like, most of the times when I'm streaming mini painting, it's like, dang, if I wasn't streaming, I could be listening to a podcast, and I would have 3 times as much done. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been hard recently. I've just been doing a lot of thinking. If I move away to streaming, do I think I could, if I would do edited content? I don't have any content to edit. I'm not that kind of creator. Plus, if when I'm working, I'll have a lot less time to make content that'll be edited, you know? I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard to stream me doing my quote-unquote art. It's just not as fulfilling for me personally to do it. I get less out of it, and that's a selfish thing to say, but like I started painting minis because I wanted to, you know? And streaming has given me an excuse to paint a lot more, but now that I'm over that hurdle, I feel like I've kind of like outgrown it, the training wheels. What happened to the rat server? I mean, as long as people wanted to stay in there, it'll stay. I mean, if I really, really, truly stop streaming completely, I'll probably just remove the Twitch integration. But yeah, I mean, it's just gotten too hard to keep living this way. So something had to give. Yeah, I mean, prioritizing your needs is good, but it always just sucks when those needs are, I need money or I'm going to be homeless. You know, that never feels good. Hope the Games Workshop gives you the keys to the kingdom? Yeah, we'll see about that. It seems a bit sus. They want you to send them a cover letter on Facebook. Like, bro, you don't have, like, some kind of official email or, like, hiring portal? You want me to DM your store on Facebook? The cover letter? I don't mind writing a cover letter. I hate doing it. The cover letters, I feel, are super fucking pointless. But, yeah. The owner's 90 years old who still uses Facebook. It's actually really common in like tabletop communities to use Facebook. Facebook's really bad for everything else, but it is good for organizing groups. So it's like individual like GW stores tend to have Facebook groups, and so like my local store has a Facebook group, and that's where they posted about that they were looking to hire. And it's like, oh, if you're interested, send us a cover letter here about why you want to work here, or et cetera, et cetera. It's like here on your Facebook group. And I know that's not a really valid reason for not wanting to apply there, but I think it's indicative of, I don't know, I'm not sure how happy I would be there. Because again, I don't know. I'm a very goal-oriented person, and that's more of like moment-to-moment goals and not like long-term goals. So like my goals would be like, let's meet the monthly sales target instead of let's survive the shift. You know, at least in food service, it's an obvious goal. Let's have a good day, and that's really all I have to worry about. You know? A cover letter that works at a Games Workshop store? Yeah, you'd be surprised how many places ask for cover letters. Like I said, I find them incredibly pointless. I can write them. I'm a good writer. But I hate doing it because they're pointless. They serve no purpose. I think they're only to raise the barrier of entry so that you'll find out, like, the people that are actually applying actually like care enough to put in the effort. The content doesn't even matter. Once you can tell it's competently written, you can probably just stop reading. You know? At higher level jobs, I think that is less true, but like a fucking cover letter for some kind of entry-level job, they don't care what it actually says. They're just looking to see if you're in it, you know? It shows lack of professionalism on the store's part. I mean, we've been known that. The store's had limited hours for the past month because they have one employee and the guy has something going on and they can't stay open. You didn't even know people still ask for them? Tons of places ask for them. Tons and tons and tons and tons. And I hate it. Oh, do I hate it. At this point, I literally have like a cover letter template, and it's like playing fucking Mad Libs. Add a white paint. Getting too thick. Gotta add more paint and thin it down more. Worst comes to worst, I can move to Alabama and live with my mom and work at some grocery store in the sticks. That wouldn't be so bad. I'll meet some racist Christian woman. We'll get married, have some chickens. I'll have to pretend that I'm not I'll have to pretend that I'm racist. Nice slip, smooth recovery, thanks. Many years of practice. Oh, it still feels too thick. I've added a lot of water to this. It sounds depressing as fuck. I mean, that's life. There are very few paths that where anyone will enjoy. And I know that sounds depressing, but I accepted that long ago. This was kind of my Hail Mary to see if I could do something that makes me happy and not be homeless. And we're kind of at the end of that rope. So I have to find my happiness in other places. And that's not, you know, a failing on anyone's part. It's just, it is what it is. Bro, painting white is so hard. This is so hard. I feel like it's still like, no matter how much I thin it, it still feels like it's going on too thick. We'll see. We'll see. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. At least aim for a not racist wife. You're right. But it would be Alabama. That's like finding a needle in a haystack. Most folks work full-time and stream on the side. Yeah, but they're like chasing the streamer dream if you're doing that. I never wanted to be a streamer. I just wanted to do something like... It was like a... I don't know. I just wanted to see if I could, because I like to play games and paint minis off stream. I feel like a lot of streamers, they don't do the things they stream when they're not streaming. So this was like my attempt to see if I could do the things I like and monetize it in a more casual way. Because again, I don't have content creator brain. I'm not doing it for the bag, like for the grind, for chasing the algorithm or whatever. But we've been known that. I'm a primarily Warhammer streamer, you know? They are not looking terrible. They're not perfect, but they were never gonna be. You're not, don't act like them. You're not. Even if you wanna be. We'll let them continue to dry and go back to them if I need to. They need speed paint too, like for some shading or something. Pulling out the Joker voice? Yeah. You're not like them. Don't act like them. You're not. Even if you want to be. When they're through with you, they'll cast you out. Like a leper. I'm gonna tell you where the are, because that's the point. I was talking to Eyes the other day because he and I just quote that movie to each other. I joined at the right time? Yeah. He and I just quote the jokester to each other all the time for some reason. Well, we set a million years on the wings, and they are at a point where I am okay with their base coats. So we are moving on to gold. I just said thinking of you, and I sent him the Joker interrogation scene, and he just started typing out the whole scene from memory. I know for a fact he didn't click on the video before he started typing out the whole scene. Never start with the head. It gets the victim all fuzzy. They can't feel the next... See? He was right. Don't start with the head. Why are you gonna punch a man in the fist? Like in his hand. You're gonna punch a guy's like fingers flat against the table after slamming his head against the table. He's still reeling from having his head slammed against the table. Pretty sure we're the same person? No, we have some key differences. I'm a lot more chill than he is. I say this in the most loving way possible, but he still has the soul of a child. And I don't say that disparagingly. Like, he still finds joy in things that I never can. I mean, just based off the stream's content so far, I'm, like, very doomer. He still enjoys, you know, gummy worms and Furby and, you know, all of his little interests. Like, I can't live like that. Not anymore. And I mean that in a loving way. Like, I think that's good that he's like that. There aren't many people who are. Another season of Freer and Ignite might reignite me, but I mean, that got greenlit. That's coming. That's Pog, but it's coming. It's coming. They've already inevitability. They recently they confirmed that season 2 is coming. We all knew it would, but they confirmed it the other day. Working around these wings sure is fun. Thank you, Games Workshop. Thank you. I know I whine about Games Workshop a lot, but they really are the best in the business. If you go and look at other games, they're just not comparable in detail and quality. Like a game Malifaux, it's a popular game, and I've never played it, but it's at a different scale, and just the details are so soft. They're so soft. Games Workshop is not soft with their details. They really do have the highest quality. I wish they weren't so expensive, but they're expensive because they're the best. Malifaux, I think, is Malifaux. But Malifaux, I don't know anything about the game itself. I just know that the quality of the miniatures, it just doesn't match. Would that be the first time you and Connor didn't live together? I get the impression you've always lived together. No, I lived by myself in college. I lived on campus. But for the most part, he and I have always been together. But that's kind of the thing. We're getting old. We're 29 in a week, you know? And I get that that's not literally old, but like we're getting to the point where like I can't live with him as a crutch, you know? I gotta live my own life. Because, you know, I'm sure eventually both of us would like to get married. And it's like, you can't be living with your brother and married. You can't. I'd be more worried about him than you. Well, I understand that sentiment. I think it is incorrect. He'll be fine. He'd be fine. You're not the kind of twins to just find another set of twin girls? No. He's too picky. One of them would have to look like a vampire. You know? Think that stereotype only exists in film? Oh no, it happens. For sure it happens in real life. For sure that happens in real life. I won't say it's super common, but you see it. Twins marrying twins. I've never really wanted to. That seems complicated in a way that is uncomfortable, I think. I'm trying to get all the bits of her sword, and it's hard to reach without touching the wings. One step away from sister wives? I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'm painting the haft of her spear, at least the metallic bits, and it is hard to reach, so I have to bring her 1 inch from my face. There we go. Now I gotta do the butt of the spear, and that's hard to reach. Wait, she's got like spurs. She's got like Comet Trail spurs. Really? I gotta paint those too? She is like a comet motif. Comets are a motif of Sigmar, the twin-tailed comet. And she has them all over her armor. It's common to see them on Stormcast, but not like this. You know, like her little, like, that, 2 tails, up of her head, 2 tails, on her shoulder, 2 tails. Her little spurs together make 2 tails on each foot. Yeah. Sigmar and the twin-tailed comet. I don't remember what the lore is behind that, but I just know that that's one of his symbols. It's like an omen. We're just about done blocking in all the gold. Almost. Gonna swap to a small brush because her belt buckle is gold. And we just gotta pick up the buckle. I like how like Space Marines and Stormcast wear this like crazy fantasy armor or sci-fi armor, whichever your flavor. And it's like, no, they still wear a leather belt though. Still wear a leather belt though. With belt loops. Like she has belt loops. Come on. No? What about this? She has sculpted abs but belt loops. Goofy. Gotta keep the metal trousers up. Yeah. I figure it's for like the, what do you call them? Like the hip protecting bits. I'm blocking in some of the blue with the contrast paint. I'm gonna go back over it with the normal blue, but it's just easier to start here. And her whole cape is blue. Those have to be abs on the armor. Ain't no way they're her actual abs. Like, I'm sure she has actual abs, but no, those are sculpted onto the armor for sure. It's interesting how this paint goes on over a metallic. Some of the contrast paints work better than others with metallics underneath them. This one is very translucent. but I'm just trying to get, it doesn't need to be very good, the coverage. I'm just trying to get blue on there, so when I put the blue over it, it covers a bit better. Because we're covering it up with a layer paint, so we're just trying to get blue. Hello, potato. She's a very ancient mini from the closet, too. All of these ones. I pre-ordered, whatchamacallit, Dominion. So... June 2021 is when she was assembled. Chaos Marines are coming along slowly? Yeah. I mean, we all knew they would. You knew they would too. Chaos Space Marines are one of the most complex and annoying armies to do. And it's a shame because they're so cool. But they're cool because of all their annoying parts, you know? She doesn't have that much blue on her. Well, that's a drawing. Let's do the Rune Lord Brass. Well, we're waiting. On Wednesday, I think we're going to do the Norn Emissary. I feel like getting a big model out of the way. Which one is that? It's the gigantic Tyrannosaurus. It's the big giant Tyranid. The really big one. When I'm done doing this, I'll show you. I'll bring her out. Like the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park, I think she'll be female. Even if Tyranids are genderless. Genderless beasts. This Rune Lord Brass really does a lot for the mini. This color. It really breaks it up. Having this duller metallic that's a lot more brown leaning. It doesn't get placed all over. It's mostly just on the scale mail, but it does a lot to break it up. Like it's on her little skirt and at her shoulder. It helps break up all the silver. But I'll go get the Norn Emissary real quick. There she is. Come on, scooch. I'm gonna have to zoom way out. There she is. For reference, here's my hand. She won't take as long as it appears, but she'll take a second for sure. Yeah. Tyranids are very simple, so we should be able to finish it. It might be a longer stream, but we should be able to finish it. Andrasto's so small in comparison. Yeah, the giant models, you forget truly how giant they are, and then you put them next to a model who's normal sized. I think the way the Stormcast have boob armor is pretty good, generally. I think it probably is still too gendered for those armor purists, but it's not bad. The way that the women and men have their armor differentiated. Like, the women have armor like this. You can see it again on the mage. But it's not bad. The men tend to have like pecs instead. So it's not bad. I would say it's acceptable. As far as fantasy armor goes, pretty decent. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, if anything, it's the pectoral armor that the men have that actually is a liability. Having their like sternum sculpted like that would guide a blade into their chest cavity and kill them. I gotta layer up her skin too. I guess I'll bring the Xandri dust back out. Gotta be careful with this. Faces have very soft detailing because they're faces, and you gotta be careful when using full-bodied acrylics on them because you really don't want to clog up the detail. 33% of the way through sorting all your spilled rings. That was so tragic. I saw someone they like dumped their big, I was on Twitter, they dumped their big bin of letter beads, and they said you just have to find someone, like a really autistic person, and they would actually love to sort this for you. Like, they were like, I'm salivating thinking about sorting this, and it was so funny. Because it's literally true. I think I might actually like sorting that. Not to say that I'm autistic, but like, I think I might actually like to sort that. I think I might have autistic tendencies, but I've never been like diagnosed. But again, that's why they call it a spectrum, right? Yeah, we're layering. We be layering. I gotta make sure to get the back of her head too. She's kind of got the good old Adolf comb over going on, so she has a lot of the side of her head exposed. We'll probably layer that up one more time, maybe to a lesbian undercut. She kind of does, but it's all like brushed over, see? It's really long on this side, and then this side, it's like all bald. So, like, I would argue it's kind of a lesbian cut combined with an Adolf cut, you know? That counts. I'll take the crumbs you can get. Hell yeah. Military lesbian? There you go. Yeah, we'll probably layer it up one more time to Wraithbone, and then apply, like, Dark Oath Flesh or something. Gary Oldman in Fifth Element. There you go. It is Gary Oldman in Fifth Element. Yeah, there you go. Gary Oldman, Fifth Element. Wraithbone. You know how often I've complained about layering, and look how much we've done this stream. Is this what they call growth? But you see why I complain about it, right? How long this has taken. It's been an hour and a half, and it's like we spent a lot of it layering up the wings. And it's like, and then you get views like this, where I just set the model down, and I'm like mixing paint on my palette, so then you can't even see what's happening. Not that it matters, I'm just mixing water into paint, but like, I don't know. I watched a guide the other day the Games Workshop had posted to their own site, and it was skin tone guide, and it really made me want to buy all the paints they used because they got some pretty good results, and it didn't require too much layering. I have to layer like this because I need more water. I don't have all the paints. It was like a guide on how to do like tan skin, dark skin, and light skin, and it was pretty good, I thought. See, we're ending up weirdly chalky now that I'm on the Wraithbone. Did I not mix in enough water? I thought I did. We'll see. We'll let it dry. We'll trust in the process. Is layering preferable to just mixing your own tones? Layering is what all the professionals do. They mix their own paints and they layer up. Pros don't need a million paints like I have. They mix all their own colors and they layer when necessary. They still have a million paints, don't get me wrong, because that's just part of it. They loved collecting paints. But at the same time, it's like, you know how like when I paint like my Imperial Fists, it's just yellow. The yellow armor is literally one shade. It's one layer of that, one layer of this, and then it's done. There is no layering because the second one is just a shade. It doesn't count. The black is all done in one layer. There's no layering because nothing has more than one layer on it. While waiting for her skin to dry, we'll start doing the blue. Layering just takes forever. Like, remember with Ashtor? Anyone remember when we were doing him? How long his skin took? Because we had a shadow, and then I layered up to the midtone, and then layered up again to the highlight. That took 70 years. And like, I get that the results can look really good, and it's how you grow as a painter, especially starting to learn techniques like that. But damn, like sometimes I just want to like get done. I want to like, that's why I say I'm more of an army painter, even though I don't play, because I like having quantity over quality mostly in my models. I tend to be happy with my baseline quality. And this is why we put the layer of blue, so that this goes over it real nice. But Vashtor looks epic. He does look good, but it was a pain in my ass. And I do this for fun, and it was fun to paint Vashtor, but I don't want to paint like that on every model. And there are people that do. You know, if I want to grow as a painter, I need to start doing that on every model. You know. Suppose that you were sitting down at this table. The napkins are in front of you. Which napkin would you take? The one on your left or the one on your right? Well, you see, it doesn't matter which one I take as long as I'm the first one to choose. Because then everyone else has to pick the napkin based on what I chose. I took the napkin. I get to decide how everyone else acts based on what napkin I chose. I am the napkin taker. Bro, I love that stupid fucking villain. Funny Valentine rules. And only because he's fucking nonsense. And also, Dirty Deeds Done Cheap is a hilarious name for a stand and the whole thing makes no sense. What a ridiculous part. I love part 7. It rules. She has the underside to her cape, and I don't know what color to paint it. No. Not like this. Please. He makes no sense, but he has an OP stand, so he can say whatever he wants. Literally. Filthy Axe at a reasonable price is busted. Filthy Axe at a reasonable price is fucking hilarious for the unofficial, like the fan translation of Dirty Deeds. That is a hilarious name. It'll be interesting to see how the official localization handles it. Lighter inner or darker inner? I tend to prefer lighter inner on my capes, but I don't know. I might just paint it black and just be done with it. Darker inner to contrast the wings? Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps. I pray they keep Dirty Axe done at a reasonable price. I really hope so, too. Or Filthy Axe done at a reasonable price. Because I don't think they could even use Dirty. I think they changed every word. It is nice. When it comes out, when they're doing the official, like, Viz translated part 7, I'll probably read it again. It's been a long time since I read that part. And it's peak. If you haven't read JoJo's before at all, honestly, you don't even need to read any of the other bits of JoJo's. You can literally start at part 7, and it is peak. Knowing the other parts helps, but it's not necessary. Part 7 is just so good. Part 7 is the soft reboot? Yeah. Part 7 is the soft reboot. She has that moon on like her tilt plate. I've literally never touched anything JoJo's. I'm not gonna be that guy who says you're missing out, but I do. JoJo's is one of my personal favorite like animes or mangas of all time. The art is amazing. The writing is fun. The fights are really good. It just, for what it is, it's really good. It rarely has any, like, provocative messaging, but, like, that's alright. Not everything needs to be Chainsaw Man. But if you're just gonna be shonen slop, and I'm not calling JoJo slop, but if you're gonna be like a shonen, you gotta be good. And JoJo's is the best. Chalky, bro. This is pissing me off. The layering is pissing me off, guys. I'm being defeated. I am being filtered actively by the layering. Like, are you telling me I have to layer up her fucking purity seals? No shot, Desu. I haven't read Chainsaw Man either. Chainsaw Man is also really good, but for different reasons than JoJo's. I mean, like, Chainsaw Man has good art and good fights, but, like, they're very different. They're very different. Chainsaw Man has something to say. JoJo's doesn't have much to say. JoJo's is, look how awesome and funny and, like, beautiful this is. Look how epic this is. This is epic. It's like peak shonen. But, like, Chainsaw Man, I would argue, is seinen because it has messaging. It's trying to be, like, mature about it, you know? Does that make sense? Chainsaw Man has stuff to say about, like, war and guns and violence and relationships and things, you know? I won't spoil anything about Chainsaw Man, but, like, stuff that's been going on in Chainsaw Man recently, it's like, oh, yeah. He's kind of cooking. He's, like, he's got stuff on his mind. Fujimoto. If you're gonna touch a shonen, if you're gonna touch a shonen manga or anime, you could pick way worse than JoJo's. Nah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Trying to cut a sprue tab that I left on, and it's on a fiddly bit. 3.5 years ago, Reese was bad with the assembly. Evil, even. Good enough. I'll stay in my Josei corner. That's fair enough. You know what's hilarious, guys? Remember how my other Wraithbone wouldn't stay shut? What's happening here? I bought a new one, bro. How does it have the same problem? Like, I keep cleaning out the lid, and it, like, doesn't seem to help. Like, look how much paint I just took out, and it's still not gonna close. Like, this much paint out of the lid. Come on, camera, you got it. Whatever, you get the idea. And it still doesn't stay shut. Like, I don't understand. This is a new pot compared to the old one that was completely borked and dried out. Can I decant it? Technically, yes, but that's a pain in my ass. And maybe if I just use all my strength. If I just, like, crush it in my fists. Okay, it closed. It closed. And you better stay that way, little bitch. Where's my Dark Oath? Reikland Flesh Shade? No, I'm looking for Dark Oath Flesh. Dark Oath, Dark Oath. Are you Dark Oath? Skeleton Horde? Wrong. Oh, shit. Are you Dark Oath? Seraphin Sapia? Wrong. Are you Dark Oath? Correct! Hooray! Brute force them, but it'll pee on you next time? Yeah. PW is making Wraithbone not stay shut, so it'll dry out, making you buy more Wraithbone. I think that might be a widely accepted reason why they use the paint pots in general, yeah. You're more likely to spill them, or leave them open, or they won't close. That skin tone is not coming out the way I wanted. Gotta get her close to my face to make sure I actually put this on correctly. I hate doing faces, it's so hard. That Space Marine face I did last week, off stream of course, ended up acceptable. But I'm not sure if this one's gonna. We'll find out. Painting faces just has a lot of poking and prodding, and it's hard. We'll just let the contrast dry and see what happens. If it's just acceptable, that's fine. Also, it doesn't help that her hair is still silver. She needs her hair. Where's my black paint? There it is. I draw us typically as white hair, but with how bright this mini already is, I kind of want to give her dark hair, so she gets black hair. Big wings? Yes. Paint. And then watch this. The next time I'll have too much. It's so hard. It's harder than you think to get the right amount of paint on your brush. Because you want to get enough that it covers, but not so much that it clogs, and it's hard. How about the backside? And we'll leave it at that. Oh, I need the black for the underside of the cloak. I'm sure it won't be really hard to do the underside of the cloak with her with it way back there behind her legs. I'm sure it'll be really easy and not be frustrating at all to do that bit. He says, clueless. She's so shiny. We'll dull it down just a little bit, but she'll still remain shiny for sure. Bro, this fucking thing goes way back there, huh? Ooh. Get off of there. Evil black paint. Bro, this is hard. The sculpt has been pretty good to me up until this point. Shit. It's hard to reach back here. And I don't want to get any on her armor or anything. We're getting there. What really matters is that I get it on the most visible spots. If some of the spots remain silver, but they're in shadow, it'll be fine. But I gotta get the most visible parts. I mean, her face is okay. It's not terrible. I'll give her like glowing eyes to distract the fact that her skin turned out kind of whack. Stormcast tend to have glowy eyes. So. Gotta be careful with this. Was I careful? Absolutely not. Fucked it up instantly. Motherfucker. This face, her face is tilting me. I don't know why, but it's harder than other ones. Maybe it's because it's kind of off to the side. And I'm getting tilted. I'm using my fine tip brush. Why is this hard? Bro. The mini inspector will turn all your minis around to see what you missed. They will. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the eyes alone for now, because apparently I just can't. It's just not working for some reason. So we're just not gonna mess with that right now. The moon on her armor needs to be white, and then I need to start shading the gold. I need to do the red. I need to do the fucking base. I need to shade the wings. Oh god, there's still so much to do. The moon that I'm talking about is this one. That little moon. Citadel chocolates. That would be yummy. They could name them funny things. Agrax Earthshade. There's the little moon. Awesome. Epic. See, look, her face turned out kind of whack. It's like not... I don't know. It's fine. From this far, she just has skin. That's fine. But from really close up, I don't know why it turned out kind of whack. Because I layered up. I went from silver to brown to tan and then shaded that. But it was the tan layer. The brown layer was smooth, but there's something about Wraithbone. You gotta like thin it more than normal. Wraithbone is kind of evil. You gotta like thin it more than you think. Oh, and I opened up the Wraithbone, so now I gotta fucking... Okay. I gotta fucking squeeze this thing. She's fine. But, yeah. That's why I like this holder better. This holder is weighted more at the bottom. It's harder to knock over. Especially with a mini on it. You can do it, but it's weighed more on the bottom. And it holds on more. This one is a bit like look how little force it takes for me to push her off. It's this one, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we were thinning down the Wraithbone. We were thinning Wraithbone. Okay, Wraithbone, you're thinned. So you better not end up chalky for no reason. Motherfucker. You're going over brown. You are a tan going over brown. Light brown at that. Like, surely. Surely this is layering that is okay. Like, I don't know why it's... I don't know. Because the wings turned out well, layering white over this brown. So how come this tan? It's even a darker tone. I don't understand. Jesus. Connor just made a really loud noise outside. What the hell was he up to? What's left? On her, at least. Foul beast eating a wretched meal? I don't know. But he just did something that was really loud. If you guys... The chalkiness I'm talking about is obvious on this guy. Can you kind of see it? It's like not smooth and kind of chalky, even though I put like 3 layers on. I don't know. White is just hard. From out here it's fine, but like real close up you can tell that I'm a noob at layering. On the tabletop it doesn't matter. That's why I was really trying to work hard on these wings so that they didn't end up that way, and I think I succeeded. So, he suffered so that her wings could look pretty. Oh, I know what else I still have to do. The halves. Seems like the peg pigment tends to kind of separate out from the binding agent. Yeah, there's something about the white. Korak's white, I think, is just kind of doo-doo. I might need to find a different white. You hear that, Twitch? White sucks. Hear that? Hate whites. Gotta be careful here. Doing weapon halves like this, you tend to sometimes splatter paint if you use a lot of force. So I gotta be careful not to splatter this burgundy paint on her fucking wings. Just like my Space Marines, Sigvald Burgundy is what we use for the halves and the grips of weapons. It just looks good. It's a very rich color. It makes sense. I think Duncan Rhodes... Yes, I'm streaming. Huh? I'm streaming. Oh! I mean, you're welcome in, but I have to tell you.
Okay.
What really loud noise did you make out there?
I opened up the washer and the top of it slipped out of my hands and it shut without, like, it shut from the top to the bottom. So it went BOOM!
Yeah, that was really loud.
Yeah. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's so gold.
Yeah. Androsta. Guess how long she's been assembled and not painted?
3 years.
Close, actually. 3.5.
That's fucked.
But look, here she is.
Sigmar?
Yep. Age of Sigmort, if you will.
Age of Sigmort?
Yep.
Age of Sugmort?
Sugmort.
Sugmort.
I know you guys can't see, but I have to do the back side of it and the wings kind of block it.
Dude, get it in there.
Bro, it's hard.
They don't want to see your fucking dark oath flesh.
They like Dark Oath flesh.
Dude, I am hungrier.
I'm really hungry.
I am hungrier than a...
I want to go to In-N-Out.
What?
Yep.
Dude, I'm gonna shit myself.
Yup. That's fun.
In-N-Out does sound good, actually.
We haven't been to In-N-Out in a long time. We never go to In-N-Out. I got burgundy on her wing. I'm gonna kill myself.
My diet's fucked. My diet's fucked. It's fucked. I need to go run around again.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we only cardio.
Dude, I gotta just cardio again. I've been bad. I've been real bad. It's been like 2 weeks of not really doing anything.
I gotta fix her wing.
Fuck.
Surgery. I gotta do surgery.
What makes you want In-N-Out?
I was you were doing that burger quiz.
Dude, I knew it. It's because I was doing the burger quiz.
You were doing the burger quiz.
Yeah.
Okay, I covered up the area with Wraithbone. I just have to fix it with white.
Also, I've lost like all my gains.
All of them?
I'm like weak as fuck.
You're weak as fuck?
Weak as fuck. It's just over. It's over.
It's not over.
It's over.
You
I have to start from the beginning again.
have to start from the beginning?
I don't know.
Says who?
I don't know. How does that? Is that how it works?
No, that's not how it works.
How does it work?
You're not gonna atrophy that quick. You'll atrophy a little bit, but it'll come back. It's only been a few weeks. You're not gonna lose all your muscle that fast.
Fuck it. I'm just fine. Holy shit. Why are you making it burgundy? Oh.
Burgundy just looks good.
Oh wait, is that other one burgundy?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good, yeah.
What was the burger quiz? Casio. Isn't he a streamer or something?
Yeah,
Casio, the streamer, did a quiz where it's like, what burger is this? And it was like, what fast food place is this from? And it would show a picture of a burger. And Connor sent us the quiz. And man, it made me wanna
The joke was that like he
hamburger.
knew all of them, and then everyone's like, "Oh, he's fat." And he
Yeah, the
knows
joke
it
was
all.
he's fat, but it wasn't that hard.
It was so easy.
But does that mean we're fat?
Maybe like, I guess in theory, maybe.
A tautology? What the hell is that? What's tautology?
I don't fucking know.
You can't just use a word like tautology and like not explain what the hell that is.
Well, they thought you would be cultured.
I'm not.
All right, buddy. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I won't be going too much longer. I'll find you and we'll go eat, okay?
Yeah.
Summon our friend.
Friend?
Yeah. Professor Landon.
Okay.
I always say Professor Lando like Lord Frieza now. Professor Lando. What was I just doing? What color? What was I just doing? The burgundy. And it's done. And I have to fix that wing. Like, I try to go at least 1-for-1 paint to water, and it still feels like it's not enough water. But then I add just a little bit more, and then it's runny. And it's like, oh, well, that's too much. I don't know, it's hard. Okay, fixing the wing, see? See, it's miscolored. It's got pink in it from the burgundy. This looks really tan right now, but it'll even out. The paints were always more saturated when they're wet. It'll even out. So we're just gonna let that dry and go back. Adequate enough is a tautology because they both indicate the same level of satisfaction. A burger is a burger. Oh. What? That's crazy, actually. I'd never heard of that term before. And I'm an English major. Did my education let me down? No, I spent too much time with debate kids. Oh, heard. I'm gonna do this tree. We're gonna paint this tree. There we go, tree time. We're gonna move away from her for a minute. Oh God, where's my fucking brown paint? Oh no, no, that's not it. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. I do need this one later though. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this? No. 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 Oh no. Where is it? Pushing all those paints. Oh no. Pushing all those paints. It's lost in the horde. I've had it. Gotta really shake that shit up. This one tends to separate really fast on the palette, so I tend to really shake up the brown. You wish you had that problem? What, losing your paints in the horde of paint? Yeah. You could say I have a problem with a paint problem. I love smelling them. Tree time. This is really easy because it requires no layering. You just slap this fucking dark wood on there and it's done. That's it. I gotta be careful not to get it on that squirrel though. That weird squirrel thing. I don't know what the hell I'm painting that, but there's a weird squirrel. This fucking camera, man. You're so evil sometimes, camera. I stopped giving a shit about you and hoping that that would work, but it didn't. Reverse psychology doesn't work on cameras. Don't believe the hype. Oh, I should put this on her belt too before I forget. Her belt needs this color. The camera could tell I was gaslighting it, literally. I got brown on the squirrel and I said I wasn't gonna. I said I had to be careful and I got brown on the squirrel. My life is actually over, bro. It's actually... Fuck, man. Look, he's got brown on him. It's over. No. No. Fuck. Never been more over than right now. When I just got brown paint on a fucking squirrel that you can't even see behind the damn base. Fuck's sake. Such a weird detail. I get the tree, but like, why is there a squirrel on it? Like, she has this big dead tree, and it's like big and dramatic, and it like builds out the base, whatever. But it's like, why does she have? There's no reason for there to be a squirrel. Well, that was nice and obnoxious, and I wasn't even done with the damn tree yet. But at least it was fast. But it was very annoying. Because it's hard to reach it. Maybe a joke from the sculptor? Yeah, I'll show him a joke. Murray. What do you get when you add the squirrel to a model being painted by an idiot who doesn't know how to use brush control? You get what you fucking deserve. Gas. Okay, well that's the goofy tree just about done. I just have to get this last little branch down here. Okay, the tree. I'll just fucking paint the squirrel like fucking... Where's that color? I saw it down here. I saw it. There it is. It's like a dark red color. They call it dusk red. Okay, that's the color of a squirrel now. It's purple, pale purple red. There you go. I don't even know when I was using this. On the Skaven, perhaps? Yeah, that's a fine color for this squirrel. It's fine. Because I don't want to paint it like bright orange or something, because then it'll distract. So it just gets this off red color. You see him down there? Yeah. There he is, a weird zombie squirrel thing. I need to do all like the lichen and the mosses, the grazing on the tall grasses, if you will. And I got this olive paint. It's olive, but it's weirdly called Desolate Brown. But I find that this color is really, it's a really nice, deep, like olive green color. And it's like, and you put that on the little lichen parts. See? There it is. It's green. The camera really likes dark oath flesh. And now it's gonna like Desolate Brown. And also, it's just too zoomed in. It's too small of a detail. These little droopy guys. Like the moss and stuff. But that's what we're doing right now. We're just picking those out. They're all over the base. These, the Dominion box set was the Stormcast versus the Cruel Boys. And the Cruel Boys were orcs that lived in a swamp, so a lot of them have swamp-based bits with like cattails and stuff on them. I guess I'll pick out the cattails, leaves, and stuff while I have this. Oh, and the brown. I almost forgot to do her belt. The cattail can be brown too. But her belt. The forbidden corn dog, yes. There's a little fern or something down here that I missed. That belt. Hello Max. Pretty model, and it is in Drosta. But I believe you might only be able to get in the Stormcast Eternal Spearhead anymore. But yes, this is in Drosta. There we go, the belt. Okay, now let's start shading some of the gold, I guess? Oh, I forgot the red. The gems. She only has a couple, but gotta pick them out. They're on her weapons, like right there on the sword. Right there. And I have to immediately move her after showing you, or else I'm not going to be able to paint it. Because that angle was really awkward. I like the red spot color with all the silver and gold. It works well as a nice little spot color. Adds interest without overpowering, because it's a really, really bright red, but it's only on teeny tiny bits like those jewels. Her spear has them too. I'll show you when I'm done. It's just they're really small and I want to be careful.
see? You can see it on the spear and on the sword. And now when you zoom out, you can see them, but they're not distracting.
They're just interesting. Her little like paper tassels we can shade now. I'll just use Skeleton Horde. Because Skeleton Horde is a nice paper color, ironically. So her little paper guys, we'll just get Skeleton Horde on them. I gotta turn her every which way to make sure I get it everywhere. Awesome. Thank you, Games Workshop. Thank you. Thank you. You're so cool. I love the British, right, Games Workshop? I love the British. So there's that. And now it's time to shade the gold. Zenko, hello. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a fun stream. I'm looking for Reichland Flesh Shade right now, and I can't find it. Reichland? Found it. Oh. Did I get a donation right when the raid happened? I missed it now. It's a good looking mini? Yes, it is Androsta. While I check the donation, you can look at her. There she is. Working on her right now. I got a donation, now I have to check it. Hold on. Hold on. Because I missed it, because we were, you know, I'm just... No, could I do it on my computer? Yeah, I'll just do it on my computer. It's faster that way. I haven't even seen how much it is. Hold on. I have to get up. It's not your fault, it's mine. My setup is bad. Wolfram, thank you for the early birthday, the early Bruntus present. Hope things get better for me. They should. They should. It's just been hard recently, that's all. And as is normal, we are shading all the gold with Reichland Flesh Shade, which acts like a bronzer. And you will see it in action when I do this right now. When the camera definitely shows you right now. When I just do this. And then it picks out that detail, but it's a little bit much, so then you spread it out. You spread it out. And it just adds a richness to the gold. It makes it look less flat. And if you get any pooling you don't like, just dab away at it a little bit. Other thing I want to do, probably won't pan out, so I better give you something that will help you live. Thank you, I appreciate it. I do. With black hair, she really does look like Gary Oldman. Yeah. It's just she already was so bright. I needed to add some darkness. And her face is whack. That's alright. I'm not happy with it, but we're just gonna have to settle. That's life. I think the rest of her looks good, so... But her face, I don't know. But the other face I did last week turned out good, so I don't know what happened with this one. I did it this exact same way.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We live and learn. We ride on the edge of tomorrow. I really like this step. It adds a lot. As is normal. But she goes from looking just really, really shiny to like detailed. And it doesn't cost anything to do except slop this stuff all over the gold details, and that's it. We'll get some black shading too on some of it to try to rein the silver in just a little. And I know I'm turning her every which way, but there's some hard details to reach here, like the backs of the sword and the backs of the spear and the backs of her feet. But we're getting there. Okay, any gold bits that I missed? Speak out now, or forever hold your peace. The belt. Can't be forgetting the belt. Okay. See, and now she looks a lot better for almost no effort. I don't know what to do with the stairs. I don't know what to do with them. Like, the stairs are actually such a giant part of the model. They're as tall as she is, almost. And I don't know what to do with them. Gravelord? Yes, but also no. Because of the undercoating, the Gravelord isn't as trusty here. You can see it on these guys. I use Gravelord on their bases. But it ends up really dark over the silver. And I don't know, like, how overpowering that would be on her. To have this big, like, basic near black brick that she stands on. I don't know. Maybe it would be nice to just juxtapose with the big shiny wings. Dry brushing? Yes, but also with what? I don't have that many layer paints to dry brush with. Like a limestone or brownish cobble, but I don't know how to achieve that from here, quickly at least. I could, in theory, paint all of the rocks Wraithbone and then put Gravelord over them to get the normal Gravelord that I like. But that's a lot of painting these rocks Wraithbone, which is really boring. It's one thing layering up pretty wings, it's another layering up basing elements, you know? Could just go get Burger and base another time. I mean, cause right now she's just about done herself anyway. But I don't want to leave her unfinished, because it's always hard to go back to something that you left half done. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I always find that difficult. So we'll just dodge that for now, and I will shade some of the silvers, like the sword that has this detail in it, and we just put some shade in there, and now you can see it, and we'll do it on both sides. And if you could believe it, the spear has a similar detail on it, and then we put some shade in it, and now you can see it, but it's too much, so you dab some off your brush and you take a little bit of it back, and there you go. Now you can see the shape, and you do it on both sides because you're smart. And then we probably should put it in a couple other places, but we want to be kind of conservative with it. Like, I think we could probably get away with, like, putting some of it here, like, on her wrist and stuff. But we don't want to use it all over because it'll dull down her shine. And we want her to be very shiny. But then, like, places, like, maybe, like her, like, here on her little skirt thing, these little, like, comet details you could kind of pick out with it. And maybe her abs you could pick out with it. Her little collar thing. Her other wrist. But we do want to leave a lot of the panels untouched with this because it will dull it. And we could then layer it back up to get some of the shine back. But I fucking hate that. That's so boring. It is so boring to paint that way. I know that's how professionals paint. I don't like to paint that way. It is boring. So I will just use this sparingly. Kind of maybe panel line her a little bit, like on her under boob area, and leave it at that. Oh, there's a detail that I forgot. Her boots. The Stormcast wear like accurate greaves, where they like go over their pants and shoes. They don't cover their entire foot. So their heel sticks out where their boot is. And I gotta get the boot. I'm just mixing up some black paint real quick. You can see it right there. Her little boot. There we go. And I just got to do it on both boots. And that'll help separate her, have the bonus effect of separating her from the rocks, the steps, as it were. So she's basically done now. Besides her base. Mini painting. Thanks, Dreamy. Yes, mini painting. I don't know what to do about these damn stairs. Gravelord is almost as bright gray as I got. Is there a lighter one? Green gray? Light gray. Ashen stone. Fuck it, let's try it, bro. Let's fucking try it. Oh, God. Jason raid. Hi, Jason. Hi, Jason. Ow. Joe Jonte from the Bloody Canyon. When he turns into a were-spider and he goes, ow. You know, anyone a good fan of Bloody Canyon? Jason died to the tornado. His last act was a raid. Rip in peace. Damn. Bro, that might be worse than 2 Mad. Dying while playing GTA RP. That's got to be worse than 2 Mad, right? So I'm just gonna... I haven't used this paint before. Ashen Stone. We haven't used this one. So we're gonna find out what it looks like over a fucking silver undercoat. It's actually turning out... Like, it'll dim when it dries, but it actually is pretty bright, so I'm hoping it keeps some of that. Also, the other thing that will help her base not look so dark, the peanut butter. The peanut butter is really bright, and it'll help make the base look less dark, because the tree is really dark, the rocks are dark, you know, but like the ground being bright will help. Poge, Ratstree, yes. It is a Ratstree. What are you painting today? This is Andrasta. Stormcast Eternals leader, Andrasta. I have had her for a very long time and never painted her because I was silly. I got into the hobby and I said, wait a second, this is awesome. I just got into the hobby and a super cool $300 box set is coming out right now. I should pre-order it. And then I pre-ordered it and ended up with like fucking 70 models, and I had barely painted before. So they sat, assembled, not even primed, for a very long time. But now that I feel a lot more comfortable painting, we're getting around to them. Needed to get more paint. I'm not really caring if this has super duper 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 good coverage. What I care about is that it just mostly changes the tone of the rocks from being silver to looking somewhat more like stone. And so far, it is looking like it is doing that. So, I guess I made the right choice, as I always do, I say, with $3 to my name. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Doesn't that look a lot better? Now that that's a lighter tone. She's separated now from the base. And it'll look even better when we get the damn peanut butter on there. And that's coming. Don't you freaking forget it. The peanut butter step is rapidly approaching. I'm just making sure to get all the little nooks and crannies. Oh, there's like a skull on the steps. I have to wait for this to dry and then I can pick that out. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I guess I'll just start putting some peanut butter on. Fuck it. Ancient Reese, 3 years ago Reese, did use texture paste on these. But it was some whack texture paste that I don't like, and it reacted weirdly to the metallic spray. So I'm just gonna cover all of it up. Advanced technique, changing the camera angle midstream? Holy shit. Who is this guy? Okay. Guys, the peanut butter is getting pretty empty. It's like only a third full in there now. Look how much of it was used. We're really going through the peanut butter. Oh, but the camera sure likes the peanut butter. Not anymore, camera. But I have to hold her. I'm not really sure how. Hold her steady without... There's plenty on the sides. Yeah, it tends to dry on the sides though, because it isn't able to retain enough moisture when it's not in a big clump. Gonna be reactivated with water? With some success. Limited success on that. But yes. And no. Oh, I think there's a Reese hair on the base that just got covered in peanut butter. Well, it's part of the base now. My DNA, I gave everything to this one. My DNA itself is locked into the base. It's kind of challenging putting the peanut butter on when that other texture paste is on there, because it's like trying to spread peanut butter on a piece of bread that has the texture of gravel. It doesn't like taking the peanut butter. Does that make sense? It doesn't spread smoothly like it normally would. Like, I really gotta finagle with this. But we're getting there. Bro. Please. There you go. She's spinning around. I don't care if I get this on the rocks or anything at the base, because they're ruins. They would have dirt on them. I just care more about uniform coverage, as is normal. Am I a crunchy or smooth peanut butter? I've been asked this before. I'm a smooth peanut butter, creamy peanut butter enjoyer. Crunchy is absolutely abhorrent. Anyone who likes crunchy is not a texture eater. You know what I want when I eat my bread, my peanut butter and jelly? I want rocks in it. I want little pebbles in it. Hell no. Rancid. Rancid, rancid, rancid. Well, that was a really annoying peanut buttering. Is there a spot I missed? No. So, we wash the brush. Extra good washing on that. Let's try to preserve the length of our newest peanut butter brush. And, you can see now, having that color on her base, it really helps the overall tone. And we'll wait for it to dry and do tufts and do the base frame, and then we'll show her off. But you can tell already that just adding that helps a lot. I mean, I eat crunchy peanut butter, but it's vastly inferior in every way. In every way. I'm just gonna try to wipe off her base rim because we got peanut butter all over it, and if I could help smooth it just a little bit, it'll help me later when I'm painting the base rim from it being too crunchy. It sometimes feels like wiping a baby's butt when I'm doing this. It's very brown. Now let's paint the base rim. Actually, we'll put some tufts on first. Base rim's always last. It just feels right. Prep for fatherhood? Yeah. I'd be such a good dad, I think. Hopefully I'm not as much as a doomer, though. I have to escape that first. has a teeny little, like, baby tuft. Don't want that. I want the big ones. Come on, stick. Stick. Almost. Almost. There we go. Any other place sorely needing a tuft? Maybe... Maybe in the back right here. That Ashen Stone, actually, now that it's mostly dry, turned out very good. I'm wishing I used it on the other ones that had the stone details. But that's alright. Bro. It keeps sticking, but like at the wrong place. There we go. Just sit down. Right there. And then I use my finger. Sometimes your finger is better than the tweezers. Okay. I'm gonna make sure my fingers are mostly clean before I touch her. Yeah, that Ashen Stone, it actually has a really matte finish too. Are you seeing it? You can't tell that the stairs used to be silver, like, at all. That's a really nice color, actually, over darkness. If I have a dark prime, Ashen Stone instead of Gravelord, because Gravelord is too dark, it ends up like this. Here's the difference. Ashen Stone, huh? Good stuff. It's mostly dry now, so it looks good. And when you zoom real out, she's not too dark. Because this is how you'll be viewing her 99% of the time. Like this. So now I just have to black out the base rim, and she's done. It feels good to have her done. She's been assembled a really long time. All of these guys that are sitting on my table have been. We'll have like a little group now. They've all come out of the closet after a long stint. Okay, base rim. And this is always very satisfying for me to do. I know just watching it doesn't convey how satisfying it is, but the very nice solid black really frames the piece. Like when you see Golden Demon was over the weekend, it was the other day, and when you see a piece like on a really, really dark plinth, and they have this like insane piece on top of it, like you need that plinth. It helps. It's a very simple thing, but it really helps frame the whole thing. The fucking youth category. The Youngblood category is always insane, but the Youngblood category this year was fucking crazy. I couldn't believe it. How good they were. Like at this point, it's only called Youngbloods because they're like 16. There's no difference in skill. They're insane. And I think some like the Troll King mini got the Slayer sword. It was really good. But the Youngblood category this year was wild. It was wild. If you go on the Warhammer community website, you could find it. It's one of the more recent articles, the Golden Demon painting competition, like wrap up. And yeah, as usual, they were all really, really good. Share and hobbying? Yeah, after stream I'll post it in there if I remember. Yeah, so there's Andrasta. I'm happy with her. Her face is a bit whack, but the more that it sits, the more I'm okay with it. Her base looks really good. It's nice and bright. It's not too dark. When you have a really big basing element, you don't want it to be this brick of like really dark stuff. But yeah, she looks really good. And you know, the other closet minis who came in the box with her, you know, they hang out. They all hang out in a big, you know. They all hang out. They hang out. They're friends. I really like this guy. I think the Annihilator turned out really good. He's just a really fun sculpt. The guy with the big shield. Yeah. We'll zoom in just a little bit. So yeah, there she is. Her wings are kind of plain, but I kind of like that. I kind of like that they're plain. Yeah. She looks good. Okay, well. Okay stream today. I'm happy with what we painted. Doomer Reese came out. Well, I wasn't much of a doomer. I was more just like, you know, that's how my life is. So that's fine. It's alright. And yeah, I'm happy that we painted. Everybody can hang out together in a little pose here. They all are in a little formation. Yeah. That's it. I don't really have anyone to raid because Jason raided me. I mean, I guess I'll go look. Maybe there is someone for me to raid. We'll find out. Let's go look. Hamela Hamster. Yep, Hamela is live. Hamela Hamster. Go see Hamela. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Thanks for the donos and the subs and for hanging out. It was a fun stream. Go see Hamela.